what if I told you that a simple math, just the current time, could help you predict a market reversal? So today, like we see now, we have an ending Algo 1, and here's the 29, the end of the Algo, and the 23. This is GB time GB levels. Let's see what the price is doing, and let's show the indicator. Like you see, this indicates this one. Okay, this is the tracker, and this is the indicator. So, this just happened, and it's cool that's happened, so I can show you directly. So, but first thing first, let's talk about tracker. So, this isn't a random number. If you're familiar with Goldbach book, Goldbach numbers and levels, you will understand this. Not, I will advise you to get the Goldbach book, read about Goldbach, then come back to this video. So this video will be for Goldbach traders. So this is not a random number, like I said. It's just I'm tracking two major financial centers, which is New York and Zurich, like you see. And I'm tracking the termination point, which is the 29, 35, 71, and 77. So like you see, there's GB numbers. There's 71, it's a GB number, 77, it's a CE, 29, GB, 35 is CE. So I'm tracking this number because they are the end of the algo. And from this number, after a sweep, we get a big move. That's how I use the tracker. So we have an addition method, hour plus minute, and you have both, like you see now. In New York time, if we do the addition method, we will get 29, which is a GB number, and 65, which is CE number in Zurich time. In subtraction, we get nothing. So this tracker just tracks these two time zones. Not more, not less. A termination point does not mean a setup or a trade. There is some confirmation required to take that trade. So the best confirmation will be a sweep of liquidity and GP levels, of course, but I'm using time more than levels. So I'm not saying levels aren't important. Levels are important, but time, in my opinion, it's much important, and I will tell you why. So price and levels, you can say they are the same. But time, it's one. It doesn't change. Price level can always change. But time does not change. So if price meet the level in a correct time, then we have a trade. And this tracker track the time. So watching level and price can be a little bit, for me, wasn't that good. I wasn't good with levels and watching price reach a specific level and then wait for confirmation and all of that. I'm just waiting for time. And when the time occurs, I'm watching where is price right now at the termination point. If it's swept liquidity, then I have a setup in every termination point. Not all of them, but most of them, because the sweep occur in a specific level at a specific time, and now every termination will be a continuation for that trend. I will show you how. So let's jump to the chart and just hide this indicator and watch today's price. This is the Asia range, London and New York. So the highest point, like you see, it's here, right? And this, the number is 1222. Okay? And that's the high, the swing high. I think this was swing high and this one. So those both are the highest point. After that, the price dropped. So if you know this is termination point, you could have a trade. Why? Because we swept Asia high, London high, and Asia high. We swept it here, of course, but the price swept all this equal highs. So after that, like you see, after the sweep, termination point occur. So we could have a trade here, could have a trade here, here maybe, but after the sweep, let's see, this is the termination point. So 12 plus 23, which is 35. If we do it in Zurich time, 12 is 18. 18 plus, let's just take the calculator, it's easier. 18 plus 22, it's 40. If we do 22 minus 18, it's 4. So it was a termination point. Okay, wait. I did it wrong. 18 plus 23 is 41. So 41 is a GP number, and 12 plus 23 is 35. 35 is CE number. So this is a termination point, which create a fair value gap. So after a sweep, okay? So this is my favorite 35 fair value gap, which I like. Because 35, it's an extension of 29, and in the 29, it's the end of the algo. Like you see, we have a touch in a termination point. And if you just watch the time, it's 12:41. So CE time, termination point, fair value gap, with the GP time, termination point. So this is A plus setup for me. And here is just the time, 29 and 35. So the 29 touch it, reject a little bit, 35 same thing. But when CE and GP time coincide, this is an A plus setup. And like you see, the price just dumping and dumping and dumping. And like you see, if we extend this fair value up, just watch this. It's live, like you see. Termination point. Let's calculate this. It was 14. And let's do it like this. 24 or 49 minus 14 It's a 35. Okay. Minus 20. It's a 29. So this is a termination point where the time and price coincide. So the price is inside the fair value gap, 35 fair value gap. And then a termination point occur, which is 2 times is New York and Zurich. New York is 35, Zurich is 29. So both time indicate a termination point at a very specific time-created PD array. So it's all about time. That's why I like time. So if we open the levels, we are in a 71 level, just above that. And the price terminate the high, terminate at the 71. 71, it's like we see here, it's one of the ending algo point, like you see here. So level plus time equals a great setup. So what did we learn? This GB tracker just tracks time. You as a trader determine which confirmation you would like to have so you can trade. And you can test this, note your A plus setup, mark your PD array, and just tell me in the comment below if this helped or made sense for you or not. Just tell me that. I will be more than happy. Like the video if you like it. If you have a specific question, put it in the comment and I will try to make a video about it. So now we have a termination point, 41, New York, and 35, Zurich. Let's watch the chart. It's not that important. That's why we don't have this diamond symbol here. So the fair value gap still holding. Oops, sorry. So that's it for me. See you in the next video. Bye bye.